We got some big breaking news to kick off the broadcast here on the Burgundy Breakdown. Literally an hour before we decide to go live. Breaking news in DC. Talk about that. We'll talk about the OC hires, all of our thoughts on free agency, the draft, and what is next for Washington in this coaching cycle. It's Reedie, it's John, it's Juan, it's the Burgundy Breakdown. We back again. Let's run it.
Brian Flores is about to become our defensive coordinator. I don't care about the intro yet. What's up, Reed? Brian Flores is on his way to DC, or he's probably here right now. We can't let him leave. And we got Pops. Doug Williams got his son. He said, hey, I got you. I got a little bit of I think it's a little bit of nepotism, but I'm all for it. What's up,
Hold up, Juan. I was
Juan on meds.
Hold up, Juan. I wasn't on the screen right here, right? I was on the other trying to figure out like what was going on with my Instagram live, right? And then I just hit it. I thought this was a video or something that John had put in the show. I'm like, the fuck, Juan did another video and shit. I clicked back and Juan talked. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Juan just was saying he was taking a back seat tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look. We got a lot going, man. Come on,
man.
All we ask for is a chance. Now, look, Brian Flores might end up becoming a head coach. I know the suing and all that we keep talking about. Man, Pittsburgh interviewed that man, or is going to interview that man. They're going to offer that man that job. That's the only way I see him not taking this job. But boy, come on, man, come on.
Hey.
But we'll start with the official hire, John. Tell us about the QB coach.
Well, it is official. David Blau has started his coaching hiring, staff with former Falcons QB coach. But what everyone is going to get their, shit high on is Doug Williams' son, DJ Williams, is our new QB's coach.
Nepotism at its finest. When Braun did it, they had a problem with it. I ain't seen shit on the internet about this one. I swear I ain't seen nothing. Yeah. I immediately sent to the Reedie and Z group chat like, damn, nepotism at its finest. Like, it's crazy. And then Juan just cavied on what I had to say anyway when he came on live. So it definitely is crazy. I definitely thought they were going to go the other direction with the other quarterback coach. And not this one. I thought this was just going to be a formality, kind of just, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we're going to give him an interview, you know what I'm saying? It's your son, give him, and keep it moving. But I guess Dan Quinn and company, Adam Peters, and our new offensive coordinator, David Mr. 2 years Blau, has to bring him in. I
don't hate it, though.
I don't either.
It might be nepotism. It might be some NFL, sniffing on the LeBron, tree. Getting younger at some of these things ain't the worst, especially since DQ is probably on the hot seat next season. You might as well see what some of these young guys got. Like, he's new into this coaching stuff. 4 years in New Orleans as the offensive assistant, 2024 the assistant QB's coach, 2025, and then QB's coach in Atlanta, and now he's our QB's coach here. So he's worked on the tail end of Drew Brees' career, Taysom Hill, Teddy Bridgewater, Kirk Chains, Michael, I can't say healthy to save my life, Penix, and I think
Derek Carr.
And Derek Carr, the Derek vehicle, if you will. So he's got guys that, veterans that he's learned to, get some tips, get some tricks, get some information to give to the next generation. I don't hate this whatsoever.
I get you. Look, I'm partially joking about nepotism, but I'm not because it's like, come on, like Pops is a front office exec for years now. You don't think he put some type of word in for his son? Come on now. But at the same time, it's not completely a Bronny and LeBron situation because he does have coaching experience. And he was a part of that staff that helped Derek Carr and that Saints offense be so lethal in 2023 to at least start the year. They finished, I think, as a top 10 unit. I think Derek Carr went something like 25 and Aiden had over like 4K passing yards. And of course, as you mentioned, he was with Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins. So it's not a complete nepotism move. It is what it is, right? I'm interested in it. I wonder if. No, I doubt it. I'm not gonna put that much power into Jayden Daniels, but I would love to see if he had some type of say into this, which I doubt. But I'm all for it. I mean, look, it's all new and it's all a risk. And at the end of the day, if this shit doesn't work, we'll be starting anew next year. But if it does work, oh boy, it's gonna look like a genius because it's new breath, it's new air, it's new energy, and I'm all for it, bro. Why not?
Mm-hmm. I think there could have been worse things. Now, what I hate when people do this, like we made jokes the nepotism thing, is I gotta call out Chris because he pulled this bull. Talk about some DEI hire, dog. If you don't get your ass out of here, bro.
What did he say?
He said, "Nah, this feels like DEI and nepotism." I said, "Fam, he at least has experience. Bronny should at least stayed in school."
Mm-hmm. I feel like y'all trying to talk yourself into this, like based on Juan's comment and based on what you just said, John, in the little spinner Rooney that you always try to do. Like what, John? See, let me tell y'all about John. I've known John long enough now where I can tell y'all about him. He tries to walk around questions where they don't he want? He wants to try to play the field, play it safe, so he can come back and switch up if he wants. You a little Reedie-ish. I'm starting to learn that about you, John.
Hey, Reedie, you got that influence on him, Reedie.
Hey, a wise man once said, "What you mean?
What you mean?" Go ahead. Nah, but I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say that he can't coach. I haven't really necessarily done my research. I get that he was there with Kirk O'Bangs, my man, and all that, and Penix or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I think I personally would have preferred the other. His name is escaping me, but he was a young up and coming QB coach. He was assistant QB coach. I thought that when they listed his accolade, like what he's done and all that, I thought it was a little bit more intriguing to me, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the guy that JD5 needs to help him take his game to the next level, to rekindle that fire that he had in his rookie season where he went out and won the Pepsi Zero Sugar rookie of the week damn near every week, and he won the AP rookie of the year. So if we can get him back to that level, playing at a high level, because they're saying that this draft class is like looking like it's really good.
Damn.
From his draft class, you got Bo Nix, you got Drake May, and you got Caleb, all like looking good as far as that playoff, and then JD5 taking us to the NFC Championship. I saw a little graphic on that earlier. So that's what's going to be compared, those four guys, over the next however many years.
Yes. Yep.
Forever, as long as they play, they're going to always be compared. Yep. But they ass better make a championship game before you even think about putting them over Jayden. I don't care that Drake May looking like that. I don't care that Caleb Williams is. See, they make me hate Caleb Williams, man. Like, I don't have no issue with him, but when Bears fans just randomly win their first playoff game and the first thought is he's one game away from passing Jayden, that's the shit that I don't like. And that's why I be praying on their downfall, because they started with us. Like, we had no issues with Chicago, bro.
Nah.
And they started with us. I don't want no failures on Caleb Williams. But that fan base is so annoying. So I say that's just quick rant. They ass better at least make a championship game before you even try to compare him to Jayden Daniels and the success that he's had. And here's my hot take. All they ass going home this Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. Chicago's not beating the Rams. Drake May they're not beating the Texans. Bro.
Depends on what Rams team shows up. If them come and they hooping, then I'm with you. But it depends on, they be a little iffy sometimes.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing about Chicago. We already know how this story gonna go. They're gonna start out slow and they're gonna try to have this monumental comeback late.
Some turnovers.
And they're literally identical to us last year. Like, I don't know if they're gonna get ran out of the divisional. It wouldn't surprise me. Matthew Stafford's playing out of his mind at the 38 years old. They got the best receiver duo in the league. Like, Puka is unguardable. And I mean, you're right. They do have their moments because that Carolina game was really, really close, but it took a lot for that to happen. For that.
Both Carolina games were close. Now that I think about it,
They lost the first one in the regular season. But I say that to say, yeah, I mean, it depends what CJ Stroud shows up, but I don't think they're gonna. That defense, that defense,
it's insane.
They feel like they played last week. Yeah.
But anyways, back to and Bo Nix, fucking Broncos suck, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. Who are they playing again?
I gotta call
the Bills.
Bills.
I gotta call a spade a spade. Say what you want. That motherfucker Caleb is playing some good football.
He is.
He is.
He is.
And I had my reservations. That motherfucker is hooping.
He is.
I'm not gonna say he's hooping. I'm gonna say he is making the right decisions at the right moments. Hooping is what Jayden Daniels did in the NFC Championship. From start to finish, Caleb Williams starts every game slow, looking like Jalen Hurts, and then he somehow just magically makes him a home-esque play down the stretch, and that is what lights him up. That's the one thing that I'll give him. And when it comes to the key moments, he seems to make it. Like that pass down the sideline to who was it, John?
It was Levin or Adunze. It was one of the two.
Whatever. That's a beautiful ball. But the reason why I'm honestly harsh on Caleb Williams is because for every good play he makes, the next play is like, Caleb, what is that? If we're talking most talent, it's a reason he went number one. He has the talent. He has what it takes. It's just sometimes this up here is what gets in his way.
And the talent around him.
Can you imagine JD5 with that roster?
Come on, man. That's what makes his NFC Championship run so impressive, is because unlike the rest of his class, I'll even throw Michael Penix in that. You give Jayden Daniels what the Falcons have right now. Come on. JD literally single-handedly took this roster to the NFC Championship. That's why they have to really Drake May has to make a Super Bowl and win it for me to superly be impressed by what he did. I'm impressed. I like Drake May. Drake May is the second best quarterback in this class, and I have no ill will towards him. I have no ill will towards Caleb, but it's really their fans that I can't stand no more. And they started it, and that's one thing about it. You don't start something you can't finish. And I'm telling you, when this DC fan base is turned, they caught us at a good time. But they felt our wrath last year.
We was out of it by week 6.
Yeah, they felt our wrath last year.
And I'm about to go on a little rant here. So I had to catch myself and be like, I didn't want to go to the game. I barely wanted to watch the game. I didn't want to do the podcast. I didn't want to do shit. Z would be calling the one to talk about the game. My uncle wanted to talk about. I'm like, dog, I don't want to talk about that shit. We some shit. It was a rough year for Reedie. Really rough year. I'm kind of back in the swing of things because I'm excited about this offseason, and I hope that Frederick Douglass, Adam Peters gets his life together and just is very aggressive. I'm hoping he's very aggressive. I'm hoping he's seen what Reedie had to say and he just goes and do those things. I know people ain't sold on me saying that we need to go get Jeremiah Love. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the post that we posted earlier about our wants in free agency. But my thing with him is just best player available. You got to take him. And I'm not sure. I get the edge rusher piece. We need that. But I want to get away from drafting for need and not taking the best player available. To me, I feel like he is the best player in the draft.
Thank you.
For me.
Speak that hot shit, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go down a rant or tangent like I've done the past weeks about Ronda and his misses because he drafted for need. But y'all know we don't have enough blue chip players on this team. I literally made a voice message about an hour ago to somebody that DM'd me about that. Bro, every position on this team besides Jayden Daniels in the quarterback position, you can use an upgrade. Yes, Terry McLaurin technically is still the wide receiver. He's still a beast. We know how good Terry really is, but you're telling me if you're at 7 and Cornell Tate is technically the BPA, you're going to pass up on it because we have Terry McLaurin? Hell no. If we're at 7,
that's my second. And when I say your list, I was like, damn. One thing, I was thinking, I like the edge rushers, but I just feel like it's going to take too much. That edge rusher is not going to change nothing like that. I feel like we got to kind of free agent in and figure that shit out and get some later players. But I feel like if our offense could be really fucking good, like we just like a superstar or two away from being really fucking good, bro.
Yeah,
offensive.
We're offensively. I say we're a superstar on offense and a whole defensive overturn.
Yeah, they were talking earlier. Like we're like 4 players, starters away. Shit, I would say we're like 6, 7 starters away from being better. And then that brings me to the point that we started the show with. You know, you bring in a guy like they bring in, you know, for the I won't mention his name because I don't want to jinx anything, but y'all know who I'm talking about. You bring that guy in, you know, possibly for the defensive coordinator job, but like what is attractive? Like what makes this destination attractive to him as far as defensive playmakers? Because I would say the only real one player that we have, and y'all are gonna hate this, that made Pro Bowls, really, is Deron Payne. And he's probably be gone. So Kinlaw's a really good Kinlaw's a really good player. Really, really good player.
Yep.
But we haven't seen enough. The sample size isn't enough.
No.
Louvu, disappearing act this year. So can this said defensive coordinator come in and change that and scheme it up and turn him into what, you know, he's turned others into? Like, kind of like he doesn't have to be in a run fit on every play. He kind of be like a rover, kind of just do whatever, like a freelancer out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm worried about. And then Pittsburgh, they coming in and as soon as we fucking want to bring him in, now they want to request for a head coach. What the fuck are y'all doing? Like, come on, Tomlin, you fucked this.
No,
like,
I agree.
But I'm just saying, like, if I'm a coach and I'm coming to a team, like, what the fuck y'all got? Like, who can I work with? Who can I help mold? Like, okay,
I mean,
y'all got Amos. Okay, sorry, y'all got Mikey. Okay, on the back end.
That's 2.
Okay, Kinlaw. Okay, all right. If Dorrance Armstrong comes back from the injury, but that's a big if, coming back from injury.
Frankie Louvu.
Outside of that, Frankie Louvu-ish. But who else do we have? Nobody.
I agree. I think that was my biggest concern is like what would make him want to leave Minnesota. But I'm gonna be real. I think he himself overachieved what Minnesota roster truly is. Now outside of like Van Ginkel and who's my guy that got paid last year, the black linebacker. I see his face, number 44. I can't remember his name. Damn, somebody let me know in the comment section. But like talent wise, name wise, they aren't the most notable defense. But Brian Flores simply elevated them and turned them into a beast. So although we don't necessarily have the attractive pieces, a guy that good is going to be able to turn some things around. And I think Frankie Louvu is my X factor in this defense. I think if we get Brian Flores, Frankie Louvu is going to be a full-time pass rusher. I think so. Getting after the quarterback, Jordan McGee probably is that other X factor. But if I'm Adam Peters and Dan Quinn in that interview, bro, I'm like, you see how they did you, man? Like, you sure you don't want to come in? They ain't even want to pay you. They want to extend you. I would try to dirty knock my way in for him to kind of come in because, like you said, Reedie, we don't really have much pieces to attract him.
AJ, I get your point. I get that he's known for that. He makes miracles out of nothing. I get that, but you need something. You need a couple. Like they don't got to be superstars, but they just got to be solid. You know what I'm saying? Like solid pieces that's like, okay, I don't got to worry about them. Like we thought that Saverstill was this elite slot corner that can shut shit down and then go to the outside. But this year he was getting his ass torched, getting ran over.
So was his whole secondary though.
Right, I'm just making a point on Saverstill.
Yeah.
Right. So that's one player. Then Amos, okay, he held his own. But he was getting his ass cooked too. So like you could work with Amos or whatever. Then on the back end, like are we bringing back Reeves as the free safety? Like, what are we doing there? Like, because clearly Juan ain't the guy. Then linebacker, like, I know y'all are sold on McGee. I know y'all are sold on these the young guys.
Josh Metellus.
But I'm not really sold on him. I'm just gonna be honest.
Oh, McGee?
The linebacker core in general.
I think that Yeah, I see him. No. Go ahead.
So my thinking is like my just thinking if I was him, like, damn, okay, what can I actually do? Like, because you got to be able to scheme. You got to have something to work with. Like,
but I mean, Flores could, to Age's point, could be that guy. Like, if you had told me Andrew Van Ginkel, Ivan Pace, and Blake Cashman were going to be some of the best linebackers in the league, I would have told you, are we watching the same film?
Shit, Van Ginkel, he's fucking be hooping.
And Van Ginkel is like,
Josh Metellus too.
Yeah, Josh Metellus. Like, I'm not downplaying Van Ginkel, but when was the last time half of us looked at Blake Cashman like, oh, he got some? It's been a hot minute.
My other question would be, though, kind of to like be honest about with the competition that I'm hearing that's drawing interest to him. Let's really think about it. Although we don't have that many pieces, Pittsburgh don't either. Like TJ Watt is to tell him in his career. Who do they really have that Alex Highsmith? Like Patrick Queen is to the end of his career. He's still on that team, right? Like Jalen Ramsey's at like that's an old ass defense. Now again, we're talking defensive coordinator Washington, head coach Pittsburgh. That's something totally different. Yeah. If he strategically wants to become a head coach, but if we're talking defensively. We don't have that much, but nobody else that's interested in him has that much either. I don't even think Baltimore. I think Baltimore interviewed him. Baltimore's defense is good. Like that's the only team that they have pieces. But
Baltimore has a good section. Overall, their defense is not good.
So yeah, so to the point of I think he really gonna go where the money at. If I'm being honest with you. And I think he's the type of guy to be able to unlock Mikey Sainristil. Say what you want about my guy Frozone, which yes, he had a down year.
No, he's one of the ones for me, but I'm being critical of this season. It wasn't this season.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I was just speaking in general because you're not the only one that has criticized him. It's actually people that actually doesn't think he is good. So my guy Frozone, Jersey's still gonna be on the way soon. That's my dog. He's the guy that I think could benefit the most from this scheme outside of Frankie Louisville or Brian Flores coming outside of Frankie Louisville because he's the only one that knows how to take away the goddamn football. Right? He's had 9 takeaways in 2 seasons. So hell yeah, he got torched, but that's not who Mikey was. Mikey was not drafted here, or if you go back to his tape in Michigan, he was not a shutdown mono-e-mono one-on-one corner. Mikey Sainristil is literally a playmaker. Like he needs to be around the football. He needs to go get the football, cornerback blitzes, just be somewhere where the football is at, and it's always going to find his hands. And even a step further, why the hell do y'all I get it, he muffed a punt versus Miami, but why do you think he was back there? Because he's a playmaker. He returned punts in college. Like I think the next defensive coordinator, whoever it is, understand who your players are. Stop trying to make your players fit into your scheme or put more on their plate because they've had some type of success. Stick to what they know. Let your specific players be who they are. Why was Frankie Louisville so good in year 1? I mean, you could answer this, but from my understanding why he was so good in year 1 is because he was just roaming. He wasn't asked to be the star linebacker and do this and make adjustments at the line and put people in position. No, we just used Frankie Louis, let him be a menace. That's why we called him Screw Loose Oos. And in year 2, I can't fault the defensive coordinator for doing this, but he tried to put too much on his plate. He tried to switch things up. That's why I think Mikey struggled because they're not playing to their strengths. They're trying to elevate them when it's like some of these guys aren't meant to be elevated. They're just meant to be role players in a strong defense. So I'm hoping if whoever this defensive coordinator is, just use your players to their strengths. And I think we'll be successful regardless of if we have talent. And then when it comes to Brian Flores, because we also interviewed the Seattle, was it the DB's coach today or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, Carl Brooks.
So when we talk about Brian Flores coming here, he has a strong influence too. Some of those Minnesota free agents may come to Washington, right? Him coming here may influence us to draft Caleb Downs at 7, and we may question it because it's like safety is that high being drafted, but he may ultimately be the next Kyle Hamilton. So you got to take all that into account as well. Is what is he going to bring with him, or what is his vision for this defense? Because I think him coming here, he's going to have a lot to say with that number 7 overall pick.
So do y'all think with Downs' size, he's going to be able to hold up? Like he plays the game how I like it to be played, but he's not the biggest of guys. You know what I'm saying?
We talking Caleb Downs?
Yeah, the safety from Ohio State, right?
Yeah, he'll hold his own.
No, I'm saying like his size. Does that worry you? He's like 180 pounds. Was he like 5'11"?
I think he's 6 flat. Let me check. I've already had this debate with people. Caleb Downs, I am not worried about at the next level. I'm not worried about him. If we're worried about, he as of right now listed, he is 6 foot 205.
Oh, I thought I seen something said he was 180.
Okay,
you might be.
Reedie want everybody to be Sean Taylor size.
I'm saying like if you want to take like, don't get me wrong, like I like that kid like as a safety, but I'm on that train of like 7, and I'm even reaching for a running back. I know running backs are devalued now in the league and stuff like that, but that kid is a fucking game changer. So I'm glazing for him because we need playmakers. We need blue chip players. Like, and the kid that you talked about, the Bain kid from Miami, and then the other kid that you like, John
Bailey,
the edge rusher. I'm on board with them. But to me, I feel like Love is just gonna be lights out. I just think he's gonna be lights out. And
look,
if you gotta take the to me, I just feel like he better.
Look, I don't disagree. Look, I no pun intended, love me some Jeremiah Love. I'm not hating on him. I love him. I think if we took Jeremiah Love at 7, that is a luxury pick we don't have because of how many 1-year contracts we have left, how bad the defense was, and honestly, how okay this offense was with Bill, C-Rod, and J-Mac. I think we have more pressing needs than a running back. Now, there's guys later on in the draft who I would take and get a little bit, there's 6'1", 6'2", powerhouses later on I would take. Like, if we took J Love, I'm not going to sit here, the Thursday after the draft, the Friday after the draft, be like, man, why we take Jeremiah Love? We don't need running back. I'm going to go, no. Look, I want a defense, but at the end of the day, Jeremiah Love, home run hit. But if we took Cardinals, go ahead.
So before you go on, I just want to just say this, and it's a small comment. So at January 14th, 2026, we can definitively say Jeremiah Love is a luxury pick. I agree. But we could definitively say that Bain, Bailey, Downs, one of these defensive players is going to change our franchise. If we can say that, I'm with it.
I would put David Bailey in that conversation of he will help fix your franchise. And here's why. Sorry to cut you off, Juan. I hate doing this.
You good.
Bailey, Bain, Caden Curry from Ohio State. He's a later round pick that I really like. Derek Moore from Michigan, later round pick I really like. Reason why? Micah Parsons was the exact same size and the exact same build at linebacker. They didn't move him to pass rush until he got into the league. These guys are the same size with better stats automatically at edge. They've got the size, they've got the speed, they've got the bend. Bain's going to be in the national championship. I like him, and I like his running mate in Akeem Mesidor. If I got either of the two Miami prospects, I'm going, that's one of the faces of this defense right here. That's a guy that can give me 10+ sacks. That's a guy that's going to help the secondary slow guys down because the QB won't have time to throw the ball.
No, so I'm talking about impact, immediate day one impact. These players will make an immediate impact where it will shift the dynamic for us over
to me,
Jeremiah Love. And you go
to me,
on.
yes.
I'm kind of with Reedie on this. But I'm thinking of also from the perspective of this, and I know we can't predict much, but this is how I'm thinking. As highly as you all talk about David Bailey, I would love it. I told y'all my stance. I'm drafting BPA, but I don't think they could piss me off with anything that they decide. I'm with whatever they decide at 7. Like that's how much I'm truly backing the BPA and that we need blue chip players wherever. I don't care if it's Cornell Tate. I don't care if it's Jeremiah Love. I don't care if it's David Bailey, Ruben Bain, because we can use them all. So that's why I don't think we can go wrong with any pick. But my thing to you, John, and to everyone else, we keep drafting for needs. When's the last time we drafted for need and had a guy that was actually successful? We drafted for need in the last regime, and every pick was bad. Everyone and people keep telling me, Juan, stop living in the past, stop having PTSD. Well, not to put my trauma on y'all, but a lot of y'all have PTSD about shit that's gone too. So it's like we all dealing with it somewhat. But at the same time, looking at the 2 drafts that Adam Peters has had, the only time that he drafted for need, and it's kind of not even a like we can't even really debate it, is Jayden Daniels, and it actually worked out. But in Josh Connolly's situation, did he technically, would you consider that drafting for need? I mean, you can, but we're at 29. So who is it really to pick with that pick as well at 29? That's really a BPA or a guy that you feel like is really somebody that you think can grow into a beast. So my thing is, you have to sit there and take BPA at 7. You can say Jeremiah Love is a luxury pick, bro. What's his name? Jahmyr Gibbs, I thought was a luxury pick. I said, what the hell is Detroit doing? You think they regret that shit now? He can single-handedly can will them to games. Everyone that want to sit here and say the running back position is a luxury pick, bro, y'all, are we not seeing this position coming back to life? You can no longer just sit up here and say, hey, we fine. We can pass on running back. We can get a running back in the 5th round. You maybe can. But they're getting to the point where now these guys are coming back. These guys are going to get second contracts. There are more Bijan Robinson-esque players at the running back position coming into this league than there is a 5th round gem here and there. So yes, stop being afraid to invest into the running back position, because that is what's going to help us prevail off. Like, imagine Jayden Daniels with a run game. Like to Reedie's point, either a show ago or 2 weeks ago when he was bringing up the point why he wanted Jeremiah Love and Isaiah Likely. As much as we want to invest in this defense, and I'm not telling you be the Cincinnati Bengals where you want to put all it on the shoulder of the offense, but I would much rather take the best player at 7 and it being Jeremiah Love than drafting for need and let's just say it's pass rusher. And I'm not saying Ruben Bain's a bad pick, but we decide, oh man, we need a pass rusher. So instead of taking Jeremiah Love, I'm just using him as an example. It could be Cornell, it could be whoever. Instead of taking them with the best BPA, we're going to go with need because we so badly needed a pass rusher. And let's just say he doesn't give you that immediate impact. To Reedie's point again, he's not against any of these guys that we're saying. But who is going to be the one that gives you that immediate impact day one? I could much rather see Jeremiah Love taking his first few carries 50, 40, 50, 60 yards, maybe even to the crib, a screen to the crib, much more quicker than I could see David Bailey or Ruben Bain getting you a 10-plus sack season. Not trying to compare, but freaking, what's my guy that be playing with himself in public, in meetings? Abdul Carter. He didn't do shit this past year. He didn't. I'm sorry, but that's the only thing that's how irrelevant he's been since being drafted as a player, that I have to think about the off the field stuff. So forgive me for that, but that's the only thing that I could think of with him. He didn't do nothing. And I'm not telling you these guys are the same caliber players, but just keep that in the back of your mind when you're so quick to say, oh man, Jeremiah, that's such a luxury pick. He can single-handedly change this offense, bro. He can. And we're seeing it firsthand with so many other different teams that have really good running backs.
I hear all that.
I do. Agent said I got PTSD from Chase Young. I do.
I do.
That's why I'm kind of nervous. Like, that's what I'm asking. Like, I seen these dudes play. Like, where'd everybody go? Oh, they just left me on the show, but I'll finish. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That guy, I thought he was going to be the next best thing. Like, he's kind of revived his career a little bit with the Saints, but he is not what I thought he was going to be. So I'm just like, like, yo, take the best player available. Like, take somebody that's going to be a dog in day one. And then it's just my mindset. And I know free agency is going to dictate everything, because that's the first thing to go. But if they go out and get one of those tight ends that I mentioned weeks ago, I said Isaiah Likely or a Kyle Pitts free agent. If they make that happen, and then you pair Jayden Daniels with a Jeremiah Love in the backfield, and you still got Bill that has shown the ability to take it 70. You got them two, so you don't really know. Like, you can't say it's a drop off for real. Like, even though, like, in a talent standpoint, in the draft related see that we know Love, okay, is here, and then Bill was drafted in the 7th round. You got that tight end that's stretching the field in the seams. He could probably go horizontally. If you got Terry McLaurin taking the top off the defense, you go out and get a solid number 2 wide receiver. Alec Pierce, Juan Jennings. I mean, at the last game, I was kind of like he was off the list, but you'd say him and you re-sign a Debo underneath, bruh, and Jayden Daniels, the threat of him fucking running and still passing. Like, yo, you have to play everything honest. You had to play honest.
You do.
What are you going to do?
You do, but here's one of my big things, because BT Bones said it best earlier today with QB Dante Moore declaring he's going back to school. That takes a QB off the board. That ruins the top 3 picks, because now the Arizona could go, well, if the Jets take who they were going to take, we could go running back and get rid of James Conner. The Titans could go up and get rid of Tajay Spears.
Hey, John.
The Brown.
Put Jahmyr Gibbs' stats up right there, John.
I got you.
Hey, Miss Carter, Asia. You damn right I got PTSD from Chase Young.
I ain't never had
you got damn right.
Hey,
Reedie.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Reedie. You come on, man.
He done pulled out,
man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That was my dog, man. That man. Come on. So you goddamn right I got PTSD from Chase Young. What? He from Maryland. What? Oh, he posted. That's my. Come on.
Post-traumatic Snyder disorder. That's what it is.
Come on, you damn right. I got PT, and then his ass get 10 sacks.
We could have had Justin fucking Herbert.
Come on,
we could have had. Pick your poison.
Come on,
so they gonna say Tua ass now, but you could have had Tua.
You could have had a franchise left tackle and Andrew Thomas even.
I mean,
I'm just
saying for like the guys that were right after him that turned into something good.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
We probably you ain't get the Markel Phelps jersey though. they say you ain't a fan like that. That's what
oh no! Hey, look, I ain't going basketball with it. I ain't on that. I ain't rocking.
They say you ain't got the good counsel. Stephon Diggs, though.
Hold on, I got this.
Good counsel. Oh yeah, Juan a real one.
Y'all done seen this one already, but
Juan a real one.
Yeah. Juan said, "Hold up." Juan said, "I can't afford a PC, but I got the jersey."
Make it bigger, John. Pause. Yeah, Agent wanted to see Jahmyr Gibbs' stats from this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
And we had 1,200 yards on 243 carries, 5.0 a carry, 13 touchdowns, 77 catches.
Come on.
Our second receiver don't even have 77 fucking catches, and a running back got that.
And
pull up.
I
know it's college stats, but pull up Jeremiah Love stats from the season.
I got you.
Like a quick comparison.
I think this was a down year for him too, Jeremiah Love, and I think this was a down year for Jahmyr Gibbs. Technically, like that
it was.
So in the down year, you
want to break it down to the micro level, individual games. Okay, individual games. I can't see this.
I got you. Hold up. I got y'all.
But we can see right there, all the games right there. What's that? 80 yards versus the Bears, 41 yards.
Yeah, zoom that in a little bit. You know me.
Giants 219, 68. Okay.
Yeah, 219 versus the Giants. God. Hey John, you feel me? Yeah.
142 versus us, 136 versus the Bucks. I mean, yeah, he had some games where he was marginal, but what running back don't? It is feast or famine. Absolutely. I agree. Jeremiah, I just seen 1,700 fucking yards.
So this is Jahmyr Gibbs.
So Reedie, hold on. I'm not. You could continue on this topic, but just because a running back is feast or famine, that we can say that for a pass rusher, right? A pass rusher,
yeah, because it's hit or miss. They may not even fucking do shit.
They're not unless you guaranteeing me he's Miles Garrett.
Yeah, that's why I was asking those questions. Are these guys really that fucking good that you gotta take them? Because I would even argue, like your point, the wide receiver. I just feel like we gotta cash in on one of these fucking top tier weapons.
Exactly.
Top of the draft.
I'm right there with you.
I'm not saying that defense is definitely the priority. The other 5 picks we got, take all defense if you want. And we don't know what they're gonna do in free agency. But I'm just saying, like, if it was me, I would take his.
Yeah,
that's why. That's exactly why. To your point, Reedie, and this is me being real. I'm not trying to be a biased homer, but we're not going to be back here ever again unless we have another year with so many catastrophic injuries. We are not going to be picking top 5, top 10 ever again as long as Jayden Daniels is healthy.
I ain't gonna hold you on. You said that last year.
I did.
You said that.
Well, look, I just put an action. I said, look. Y'all got to give me the benefit of the doubt if I said that, because look, I didn't think we were going to lose Jayden Daniels for half of the season. I didn't think.
Neither do I.
So unless we have another catastrophic season like how we just had, I don't see us picking this high ever again, which means that puts that much onus and importance on having to get the correct player at 7. Because are you going to ever be in a position to draft a guy that you said he had 1,700 yards last year? Like, come on,
pull it back up.
Oh, now he had 1,300 yards, 1,372, 6.9 a carry, 18 touchdowns,
6.9 yards in average.
Receptions, he had 27 receptions. That's not that great.
For another 3 touchdowns.
Basically 200 carries.
Okay, if you don't want to go with look, my pick was always Cornell Tate.
What did he have the year? Look, where's the year before? Let me see the 24 season.
2024.
Igbenogany ain't doing much. I think Igbenogany could play, but they just don't want to play him. So he's not.
Less production. What is it? 17 catches.
28 catches, 237 and 2. This is 17 touchdowns.
Oh, touchdowns. Okay.
That's what I'm saying, B-Town. B-Town said, Reedie, we all said that shit last year. That's what I'm saying, bro. Nobody could have envisioned this.
I just had to let it be known. The ever was really ever.
Hey, nah, don't Chris Paul me. I ain't on that.
I never would do you like that.
I'm just saying, that ever had a little bit too much sass on it. I ain't on that.
I'm just saying, when you roll back the beautiful beam footage, that's what it was.
I ain't on that. I ain't on that.
So now he on his Corey Hogan. I ain't say nothing about no dicks or none of that. Man, you ain't got to try to wreck me. Now you on this Corey Hogan shit. Y'all ain't see the clip about that. You about to wreck the man because the man said he was dick riding or whatever.
Hey yo, bro, where's my no
John, we need a new pause, bro. I don't like that.
We do. I gotta work some of the sound.
So Nell on Instagram saying, should we trade for Breece Hall or ETN? Now I feel like if I had my pick, I'm taking my chances with the rookie because one, I feel like we can use that money elsewhere and this is another reason why I'm thinking about going running back because you have him under control for 5 fucking years. So 3 years of that, you got him for 3 years before after JD5's contract. Mm-hmm. So you do the math on that before you got to fucking pay him if he turns out to be the type of back that we think he's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That too, even if you take a receiver or whomever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not sold on these pass rushers. Like they just gonna be game changers. Like, I ain't. I ain't. I just ain't.
It's not that I'm personally not necessarily sold on the pass rushers because, like I said, I'm BPA regardless.
I think they're good really good players, like top tier A players, blue chip players. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know.
If you had your pick, it wouldn't be them. Essentially, what you're trying to say. Me personally, right.
I would be more comfortable. Like I get the angst of wanting to do it because we don't have a second round pick. So it's like we don't pick again until 70 something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
that makes the first pick.
That kind of like makes that first pick like you gotta like really get something. So I understand that.
And that's why I'm BPA regardless because I'm not position based because I would find myself in a position to where I'm like, okay, if we drafted a pass rush, I probably would be a little bit upset if we didn't go running back because I'm so attracted to this one position. Like we're not that good to where we can just hone us on. Hey, we need to fix this one position, but we need a blue chip player pretty much everywhere it stands for quarterback. That's why I'm like, you cannot go wrong with Jeremiah Love if he's the best player available. Now, if you tell me at 7, Dan Bailey's the best player available, and it's not Jeremiah Love, okay, then go Dan Bailey for me because that's who is technically BPA. But for how highly they talk about them, John, and John, you're a college guy, as how high, even with the Oregon quarterback going back, as highly as they talk about Dan Bailey and Ruben Bain and all these guys, I don't know if he's there at 7. Who I get it, right? You want to get the new Cleveland coach may want to go offense and get a quarterback in because who's say they're sold on Shador or maybe go Cornell Tate, but who's stopping them from saying at 4, why not get some Myles Garrett some help? And what's stopping them from taking one of those top tier passers? So I'm kind of thinking from the perspective of BPA, but also realistic. Yeah. If David Bailey and all these guys are as good as y'all saying he is, I don't see him making it to 7.
I hear all that.
So with the really before you go, John, just quick, I want to interject this. So you can answer. So with the quarterback from Oregon, basically going back to college and taking him off the board, like where does that slot everybody in your eyes?
This just made mock drafts a whole hell of a lot harder because not only that, they had one of the better edge rushers and D tackles also go back to Oregon. So they're reloading some of their guys. So this makes it a hell of a lot harder. Because now we are all saying Mendoza 1, Dante Moore to the Jets, and then the draft really starts because the Cardinals could go edge, linebacker, wide receiver. Titans could go tackle, wide receiver, linebacker. Giants could go wide receiver, tackle. Browns could go edge, wide receiver, tackle. Now, with Dante Moore going back to school, it goes Fernando Mendoza. Now the draft officially begins because the Jets need a lot. The Cardinals need a few things. Titans need a few things, but it's mainly a receiver. So they could be in the play for Tate, Tyson, Lemon, or even Jeremiah Love. Giants, it's probably going to be a wide receiver. Brown, it's probably going to be a tackle or a wide receiver. So I think realistically, Downs will be there, Bailey will be there, Bain will be there. I don't see a quarterback coming off the board besides Mendoza late day two, because it jumps off a monumental cliff. Remember how Zion Johnson was supposed to be like this generational player, and then he got some cheeks, and he became cheeks. It's like that drop off.
Who is that? Was Zion Johnson
or Zion Williamson? My bad.
Williams. New Orleans.
Hey, shout out to I'm Black Mo. He say Juan. Great call on that. Hey, look, I ain't gonna toot my own horn, but who didn't? I ain't gonna sit up here act like I just pulled like I'm a guru, bro. Anybody say once we realized that was Doug Williams' son, we knew he was gonna get the job. But hey, I give myself some credit. But can you pull up that super chat, John?
I was about to say the same thing. There's a super chat from Futuristic Willie.
For Reedie though, he say shout out to Futuristic Willie though, but he say Gabe Taylor to the defenders, turn us up, Reedie.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, shout out to Gabe, man.
Shout out to Gabe, man.
Yeah, Gabe.
Gabe. Congrats, bro.
That's what's up.
Gabe's a super chill dude too. Like always working but chill because we had him on our show last offseason. Good dude. I'm shocked he didn't get picked up this season. So good for Gabe.
UFL just
this is gonna be an interesting debate. Just this. We've been talking about this for like 30 minutes. Like just this right here. Like when free agency kick off and the fireworks that I'm expecting kick, we really gonna know what's gonna happen in the draft once that happens. This free agency and who's available, who ain't available, and what they do. Now, if we go out and we go get an edge or some crazy shit happens, then we know where they going.
I want to take a quick pause to say, everybody that is watching, please subscribe to the Burgundy Breakdown YouTube channel. This is your crew for the Burgundy Breakdown. Reedie and Z. Z is on vacation, living his best life right now, as he should. You
He's
know
already
what
in
I'm saying?
Cancun.
Reedie's holding it down.
Yeah, I leave next week after the show though. So yeah. And I'll be back before the next show, so yeah.
John, so make sure you guys please subscribe. If you're watching from my channel, please subscribe to the Burgundy Breakdown YouTube channel. It takes 2 seconds. Subscribe to Reedie and Z's YouTube channel as well. They've been at it for a while, and those two dudes are amazing. So please subscribe to them, and of course subscribe to my guy John from Ball and Burgundy Podcast and his crew. They're almost at 1,000. Y'all, it takes 2 seconds, and it's free. It's literally free. With all these other subscriptions out here that you got to pay for to subscribe, YouTube is one of the only media platforms where it's still free to subscribe. So please do that. And of course, if you want to subscribe to me, Juan Gotti Talking Sports, please give me a chance. You know what I'm saying? If you watch Reedie, if you watch John, and you never seen me before, give us all a chance to subscribe. It's free, but we're collectively the Burgundy Breakdown, and we plan to take this shit over this year. Don't make
and I just want to say one thing real quick when we're on this topic. All of these people that's on our Reedie and Z's Instagram that y'all comment and y'all are watching our clips and all of the stuff that we post on the daily, come to YouTube and give your boy Reedie and Z and give your boy Juan Gotti Talking Sports and John from Ball in the Burgundy. Give everybody a sub us up. We trying to get to our goals, bro. Like, it's the gift that keeps on giving. It's free and it's for you. I used to have a first time. I used to be like, it's free and it's for you, man. You can't get that at Walmart. You can't get nothing free at Walmart. So, you know what I'm saying? Do us that solid, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Defenders also dragged the 460-pound Desmond Watt. Hey, we might be back. Cause you know I'm DC everything sports fan. So even though if I don't watch every Defenders game, I'm you feel me? I'm there. So I'm
just for those two.
I'm gonna be at a couple games this year though. It's right there at Audi Field. So they got Jordan Tamalu. So if y'all are older Commander fans, Redskin fans, y'all remember him. He was here in the practice squad, and we're the defending UFL champions. So some DC team doing it right. That
what they say? City of Champions, Nationals, the Mystics, the Capitals.
Hey, Reedie, that shit getting old now. We ain't sniffing that. We ain't sniffing a World Series since 2019. We done traded away Juan Soto by then. We done trade the Nationals, man. At least we got new general management though. So that hopefully the Nats come back because I'm a big baseball guy.
On they got some people in their farm system. That's one thing I can say about the Nats. Their farm system always was good, always producing top quality players. You had Trey Turner, you had all of them, Rendon, all of them came up through the ranks. Like, you know, Zimmerman was here for a long time. Like the Nationals, you know, always did their thing. Now the general manager is gone. It's a new regime. So I'm curious to see how the learners and they figure that one out.
They need to invest freaking money. They're so cheap. How can you be cheap when baseball doesn't even have a salary? I'm sorry, but baseball is another passion of mine. So I'm kind of like, I hate to see the Nationals down, but hashtag all caps. Okay, but look, that's Reedie right there.
That's all Reedie.
I kind of feel like I'm a piece of shit fan now because I really don't watch the games no more because YouTube TV doesn't have the fucking monumental deal. They fucked it. And the same thing like when they was on with that ESPN shit. And I don't want to pay for the app because I feel like I'm paying for too many more, but I really want to watch the games. And that's kind of like really hurting me.
That Metropolitan Division is stacked right now, though.
Yeah, like the top 3 teams, anybody could win the Metro. Anybody. I guess wide open. I went and they were saying like we was a wild card. I get to looking at the points and I'm like, yo, they 2 points off the fucking league, first place. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like that hockey shit is crazy, bro.
No salary cap in baseball, but yeah, and we in the city of champions no more. Shit, one day though. But yeah, shout out to Gabe, man, and hopefully they can repeat. I'll be at a couple games this summer, be a part of that business. But yeah, John, what's the next? It's almost an hour, but
I want to pose a question. Like we talked about, you know, the aforementioned defensive coordinator hire that I will not mention his name. So, like, what about the other candidates? About like the Gannons
Yeah.
and the others? Like, what are we thinking about those guys, Juan?
Yeah.
Put that question on the screen too, John, from Black Mobile. Answer that next. I'm
We
with
got
you
you.
because I'm a big Gannon guy too. A lot of people want to question his zone, and it's easy to be picked apart, but they don't talk about how he orchestrated that Eagles. We remember that Eagles team that lost the Super Bowl that year. They had the most sacks in the NFL by a large margin. It was like 70 plus sacks. So he's able to scheme up pressure and get pressure on the quarterback. So it kind of comes with your what defensive
You could have
coordinator
schemed that
involved?
shit. You could. I ain't gonna hold you. You could have schemed that shit with the talent they had on that fucking team.
Was that defensive line really that good though? I know they had Josh Sweat.
It was tough.
Was Hassan Reddick on that defensive line?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They still have Brandon Graham, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter was there. I'm talking about their first Super Bowl appearance. He was there.
I think he was a rookie.
I think that's the year they drafted him.
He been in the league that long already, guy. Damn.
Bro.
No. I think it was the year. It was the year when that was the year they went to the Super Bowl. Then the next year, that's the one with where they said Terry was out on the sideline when he caught that motherfucker, and we should have won that game. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, I think he was a rookie.
Yeah,
but I'm big on Gannon, and it really is just because of the chops. I want a guy that actually has experience and has successful experience.
Ulbrich.
Jeff Ulbrich is an inch, but Atlanta is blocking them though. Like they're not allowing nobody to interview him until they figure out their head coaching search. So
which is crazy.
But the Seattle guy, that's another, and the DB coach,
Carl Scott.
That's another intriguing name. I mean, Seattle's defense is like it's crazy. They are loaded everywhere on that defense, and you got to think
and they have room to grow too.
No, for sure. And then you got to also think about that's why I was saying with Brian Flores too, why he would be a good candidate because of the people that can come with him. You think about the DB coach from Seattle coming out, defensive coordinator, you could probably attract Josh Jobs. You probably can attract Reek Willen, and maybe your secondary's back to being maybe relevant again. So Boye Mafe is another one. So I think we need to go in the direction of not only hiring a defensive coordinator that actually has some experience and that is actually really good, but attracting some guys that can come with them and be on board with them so we can kind of fill out this roster and actually get some dogs. I know a lot of people want to beat up on Dan Quinn now because he quote unquote isn't a good coach all of a sudden. But the reason why a lot of these guys came to Washington last year was because of Dan Quinn. That's the kind of guy that I want to have for my defensive coordinator. We wouldn't have no Dorrance Armstrong without Dan Quinn. We wouldn't have no Dante Fowler giving us 10.5 sacks without Dan Quinn. And the list goes on. So that's the kind of perspective I want to bring to the defensive coordinator or defensive coordinator room. So Gannon probably wouldn't be the best because I don't know if there's anybody from Arizona that I would want. Is Kaiser White still on Arizona? Kaiser White?
I don't think so.
He was a beast that year we played. What was that year? Was that early on? Because I know we ended up routing them week 4 last year, but no, that might have been the Sam Howell year we played them at home, and that defense was Gannon there yet or nah? That 23.
Gannon's been there but Gannon's been there 3 years.
It wasn't 2. It had to been 3 because I remember
he got the head coach job that year, right?
That it was right
where we played them. We played them
3 years.
Yeah, because he got hired right after.
He said that was Cliff. He said that was Cliff.
Was that Cliff?
So I'm talking about
who took over for Cliff?
It had to have been Gannon. Oh no.
Because Gannon got hired right after that Eagles Super Bowl because it was him and Steichen both left.
So was that the 23 season that when we played them Sam Howell week 1, he got knocked, he got hit hard on the sideline? Was that Gannon's defense? Essentially, what I'm saying is that year he had them flying around, and that was a year where I thought we would be able to get off to a strong start and kind of take advantage of their defense. They came around hitting, flying hard, flying around the ball, coming downhill, just being free. And if that's the kind of defense that we can attract with Jonathan Gannon, I'm all for that, all for him. So Brian Flores is everybody's favorite. I hope we can land him. But there, to your point, Reed, there's some other good options that even if we miss out on him, we can live with.
Yeah. 2023 season was good.
I would say if we don't get the defensive coordinator I would not mention by his name, if we don't get him, then Gannon would be my strong number 2.
To Asia's point.
Who else was out? Who else was in the list? I can't. I'm blanking on the list.
Carl Scott, the Seattle DB coach, and Jeff Ulbrich from Atlanta. But that one is looking.
And who else? That's somebody else.
There was. Let me look.
They said Raheem Morris. Raheem. I'm not really sold on Raheem. I mean,
If you bring in Raheem Morris, they're basically telling us Dan Quinn is going to call this defense.
Yeah, and to this point, I do believe that they're trying to bring somebody's experience because you got a offensive coordinator who's been a coach for 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying? So Dan kind of has to. He's going to have to focus on the offensive side of the ball and kind of like holding that shit together. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing about it is if they keep the staff together, you got a Lynn over there. You got other guys that have been coaches in this league. You got Johnson. He's been an offensive coordinator to kind of help him. So I'm curious to see like who all stays. They haven't said nobody else was leaving besides OG Bobby Johnson. So that makes me to believe now we have your man, what's his name? Doug Williams' son. He's the quarterback coach. So remaining is whoever they're going to bring in for the offensive line. If they keep the rest of the staff together, I think that's good for him. But I think Dan Quinn's going to take the approach where he's going to get more focus to the offense, and he wants somebody that can. If you bring in almost said motherfucker Flores, you bring in a Flores. He's been a head coach. He can handle that whole side of the field, that whole side of the ball, like with he doesn't need no help or no nothing, like no grooming, no nothing. Like we know he's going to get a head coaching job. The only thing I think that's stopping him is those charges. So if that wasn't there, he probably would have been a head coach already. You know what I'm saying? And the question is Pittsburgh willing to make him a head coach? That's the question.
No, we have not interviewed Raheem Morris yet. I don't think has anybody hired?
You want to add up, bring up Black Mo's question because he had a good question. What's up with Buda Baker? Buda Baker's supposed to have been like, I think he's an Arizona Cardinal for life. Like,
he's still a Cardinal. He should have been like he was supposed to have been traded like 2 years ago.
Yeah. He was. I don't know if we can pull him away, but he strikes me as a Tyrann Mathieu kind of guy. Even though saying that Tyrann ended up going elsewhere, but he just seems. Let me go with Harrison Smith. Like he strikes me as that kind of guy. Like he's just going to play with one team. But would y'all trade the 7th round pick to Vegas for Max Crosby? Now, I don't know if they're interested in moving this pick, but how old is Crosby? 30?
I don't even think he's quite 30. Let me look.
If he's like 27, I would entertain it though.
Max Crosby is 28 years old.
But at the same time, like I ain't gonna hold you. The only way I'm trading the 7th pick for a pass rusher or just in general is like if it's like Myles, like you got to be Myles Garrett. And I know Max Crosby is still one of the best pass rushers in the league, but nobody like takes over games like Myles Garrett. Like Mad Max is Mad Max, but I don't know.
I don't think the number 7 gets it alone, and for that reason, I say no. Like I would love to have Max Crosby as a player. I've been on record saying bring him here, find a way to get him here. But if you give up the 7th, like it's going to take more than that. And I don't want to kind of like we're already in this up shit's creek because of these draft picks and trading shit away and all of that. When it works, it's good, but when it don't, and you're still fucked up like how we are, it hurts. So I rather.
No good.
Go ahead, John.
I would say in terms of trades, AP is 1 for 2 on trades. I would have done the Larry Tunsil trade all over again. If I can go back and stop someone from hitting that Marshawn trade, I'm stopping that all day, every day.
Yeah. So that was gonna be my thing. He might have a little bit because he already talked about how he learned and he would do some different things different. I think I'm not gonna say he's done making big trades, but he may be a little bit hesitant to do that now. So that could probably shut down Max Crosby trading itself. But to Miss Carter's, aka Asia's
hold on 1 second, Juan. They're saying on Instagram, Max takes over too. What you mean? Max be taking over games. Somebody say he didn't? I ain't hear nobody say
I never said he didn't take over games. I just said the
Yeah.
only way I would be comfortable trading for the 7th overall pick is if he's like Myles Garrett. But saying that nobody's Myles Garrett, so I can't be like that. But that's just that's the impact that I would want. And there's been times where Max Crosby's, like.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not telling you to say I wouldn't trade for Max Crosby. I know he's a beast. I know he's a top 5, even maybe say top 3 pass rusher in this league. But I don't know if I would feel comfortable just trading.
So if you traded the 7 with his contract and all of that, are you going to have to re-sign him, or is it he still? Oh, he just signed a deal last year, right?
He just signed a deal.
Oh, yeah,
somebody brought that up too.
He's fresh into a deal because he was drafted in he was drafted in 2019. God. It feels like yesterday.
I don't know. Shit. Hendricks is kind of hard. It's hard to talk about Trey Hendricks because he's fucking over 30. So it's just like, do you go do that? Do you give him a 4-year deal or a 3-year? Like, it's gonna be up there.
Yeah.
It's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like, that's the thing about having all these fucking needs. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm not opposed to trading for Max, but I don't know.
This isn't the year for it.
I said Jalen Phillips or somebody like that. That's not gonna cost you a whole bunch. That's kind of can be solid player. Like, I feel like we need to get not superstar players, but players that are really good. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody doesn't have to be a home run pick.
Yeah, you combine them with some weapons on offense, and you can get over the hump. You know what I'm saying? Like. We ain't got to be a top 5 defense, but if we could be a top 10 defense, top 12, I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
My only thing with Jalen Phillips is he's injury prone. Even with Philly, he got hurt this past year. So I'm with you with maybe signing some veteran free pass rushers, but I would probably look elsewhere than Jalen Phillips, especially with one to pay him a top dollar or a lot of money. I wouldn't probably be too comfortable with doing that. But to Asia's question, and then another question too down here about Lattimore, man, Bill Callahan was that dude, man. I still remember 2019 when he was the interim head coach. Hey, if he wants to come, where is he at now coaching the O-line? I know his old ass coaching the O-line somewhere. Got them looking sweet.
Titans, I think.
Last time I heard him, he was in Cleveland, but he might be with not his son no more. His son got fired, but.
He is, as of recently, he served as O-line coach for the aforementioned Titans.
Who? Canadian?
The aforementioned Titans.
Who the hell are those?
Tennessee.
Come on, bro. Just say Tennessee, bro. What the fuck?
I'm saying the team, fam.
The aforementioned threw you off. That's what threw him off.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but just say Tennessee.
Yeah, O-line coach for Tennessee, 24 to 25. So yeah, he's been in Tennessee. He was
Slim 320. We on that same wave. If you look at our post on the Burgundy Breakdown Instagram page, I believe Juan said he liked Walker, and myself, John, and Z likes Devin Lloyd out of Jacksonville as linebackers to come in.
Trayvon Walker is gonna be. Hey, they're gonna extend him. Right? I don't think they're gonna let him walk.
They won't let him go.
Oh no, he said Quay Walker. I know it was Walker.
Oh, he meant Quay Walker. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, Quay Walker.
This is our.
He meant Quay Walker.
That's the only linebacker I know that's available.
Yeah, Trayvon will be re-signed, not to a ginormous contract, but to some light.
No, matter of fact, Trayvon Walker is a pending free agent this year, but I
see him being tagged before anything.
I don't know if I'll pay him that bag though.
Nah, he hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been first overall pick good.
Josh Hines Allen is like that guy over
dude.
I
wanted him in DC.
He's the guy. Who did we end up taking that year?
Was that
a Jamin Davis draft?
No, I think that was before that.
That wasn't
Haskins.
It might have been.
Was that the Haskins?
Because he came out of Kentucky, right?
Nah, I like that. I like Blackmore. You on to something with that? I like Isaiah liking Quay Walker and trade for Echan. I like that. I like Echan. I'm really high on Echan.
Actually, you know what? No, I think it was the Haskins year because he came. It was the same year with Daniel Jones that Josh Hines Allen came out. Yeah, that was the Sweat and Haskins year. So that was 2019.
He came out the same year as Josh Allen, right?
Yeah, or
Oh,
2018. Excuse
that's
me,
2018. Okay, damn, he been in the league that long,
bro.
Damn.
When someone said we about to get like 10 years of Dak, I went 10 years.
You know, that's crazy, bro.
Damn.
A Chain is like that.
A-Chain is a dog.
You think Miami will let him go though, or trade him?
No,
No.
he's one of those guys you build around.
I wouldn't let him go.
No, him and Waddle are probably I think untouchable.
No, I think. Oh, I think Waddle's pause. Damn, I was about to say that was crazy. Okay, pause. But he's touchable, bro. Like I don't think Waddle is like no trade.
Waddle is
Like,
tradable.
let me that tradable. There you go. You shouldn't have said untouchable, and then that wouldn't even have crossed my mind.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You get like an Alex Pierce, another like not a superstar receiver, but just a really good receiver.
Someone.
Say what y'all want to say about. Say what y'all want to say about Debo. We got to run it back with Debo.
Come on,
really unlock Debo.
Talk that.
Really unlock Debo. We got to run it back on him, and you get a shit. I'll take an E-Chan. I'll take an A-Chan if they can figure that out. That's the only way I don't go get
Jeremiah Love.
You put Love and Bill in the backfield, and you get a fucking Likely or Pitts, bruh. Our rushing and our fucking passing to be fucking amazing.
So what if they went out and signed like a Breece Hall?
At one point, I don't know. I'm falling off the Breece Hall. I don't know. Maybe because I don't know.
Maybe because of the Jets.
I don't know, John. No, I thought he was tough at one point, but I don't know. I just feel like it's other fish that might be a little bit better.
Yeah, fair.
And he towards ACL. Not that has anything to do with it now.
Yeah.
That his production. I mean, he played for the Jets, but this past year he did have over 1,000 rushing yards. So I mean, he's an option.
Now that I'm starting to see this Romeo Doubs, like when I was looking at the free agency, I kind of like glanced over.
Yeah,
like, not really like panic. No, like not even really giving it a thought. But now that I'm seeing it, I'm intrigued by that.
After seeing like Romeo Doubs is that guy. Like you got to kind of remind yourself that he actually has what it takes to be really good. That playoff game.
That Guardian throws me off.
Yeah, it does. It does. Him and Jalen Petrie pisses me off. But I understand. Like I'm all for protecting the players, but he's a guy that you got to remind yourself that he can play. Because I remember maybe a year or two where he was crying about not getting the ball and this and that. And I think he wanted to ask for a trade. And I'm like, bro, you're Romeo Doubs. You're not even all that. But like he reminds you that he can be that when given an opportunity. So I wouldn't mind him. You know who else I wouldn't mind? I don't know if like I really think they're only doing this because they're banged up, but DeMarcus Robinson. He single-handedly destroyed the Eagles last week.
He did though.
I wouldn't be opposed to bringing him in if they don't bring him back, which I'm sure they will. I wouldn't mind bringing him in. But John, futuristic Willie, I think John he messed me up with that. He put 2 first-round picks out there so I could look crazy because I know everybody probably looked at the post and said, "What, Juan trip? How we going
put it back up?"
That's all John right there. John got me looking wild. It's cool.
What? What'd I do?
He said, Juan, how are we going to acquire both of those first round players? Because it technically does look like I'm saying we're going to draft both of those guys. You know what I'm saying? But
no, I mean, these are wish list pieces. If we got
but they're not going to understand that like totally.
But that was my thinking too because Tate would have been my second pick because I just feel like we got to go weapon offense, like first round pick. We got to go weapon. It's either going to be the receiver or it's going to be the running back.
Yeah.
And then if none of them like the top tier dogs is available, then you go defense. I may go edge over safety, but I really like Downs. I really do. You know what I'm saying? But I got to see more in these workouts and this combine and these pro days and all this other shit. John's mock 53. I gotta see more before I'm ready to say that. But We gotta go weapon. We always talk as this fan base. We need weapons. We need weapons. Well, it's an opportunity to go get one.
Yep. DXY. Nick Harbor. He went back to school. Him. Lenore Sellers and dude on the defense. Dylan Stewart. All went back to school. Or else Nick Harbor would have been like a day 3 pick. Sorry about it.
We need to do a draft, mock draft, the Burgundy Breakdown,
Hey.
like live on stream one of these weeks. Maybe we get closer to the draft or something. We should do a mock draft live on air. Not like a predetermined, like an actual simulator live on air.
I know what time it is.
But yeah, gotta go get Tate. I'm sorry. That's really who I want first, if I'm being honest. It was Cornell Tate, just because a lot of people say they're not, and they haven't been impressed with this tape or watching them. But John, you can correct me if I'm wrong, because you're more of a college guy, and a lot of y'all are more college people than me. But think about all these Ohio State receivers in the past. Is there anybody not named Jeremiah Smith and Marvin Harrison that you immediately turn on the tape and just blown away with and saying that guy's gonna be at the next level? Like I didn't really see that hype for JSN coming out of college or Chris Olave from the perspective of like, hey, they're about to go to a franchise and absolutely tear it up, but they eventually did because they're still with first round talents and first round picks. So that's who Cornell Tate gives me JSN vibes. I'm telling you don't want to pass up on that.
It's unironic that he's also Ohio State, but think about it. Cornell Tate has been the 2 for Jeremiah Smith. JSN was the 2 for Marv, and I think was the 3 for when Garrett was still there. Because I think when Garrett was still there in 22, Garrett Wilson happened to be the 1, but when it's him and JSN and what's the infamous photo of the Ohio State photo?
Say it again.
There's an infamous sideline. The infamous sideline photo from years ago. It's Chris Olave, JSN, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, and Julian Fleming. That is an unfortunate case. I will not talk about it. Y'all can ask me later about it. Those 4 alone, Marv, Garrett, JSN, Olave. I mean, like Marv and Garrett were like 1A, 1B, and then it was JSN and Olave. Like every year, it's your headline wide receiver, but that number 2 is going to outshine some folks. Yeah. It's just going to happen. Like Jeremiah Smith is undoubtedly, outside of Malachi Tony, wide receiver 1 in college. No dispute.
You tweaking JSN Rose Bowl performance was like, no, his Rose Bowl performance was legendary, but the way that they're talking about Jeremiah Smith already, like he's day 1 top 5 pick already.
Dude,
that's the same kind of hype that Marvin Harrison had. That's why he went for. That's the same kind of hype that Jamar Chase had. So I'm not saying JSN was
I think Jeremiah is the best of all of them these past 2-3 years.
Him and the kid from Alabama, top 5.
Jeremiah
was
Jeremiah was NFL ready last year, and he was an 18-year-old freshman.
I mean, he still has 2
more years.
Draft to be a top fucking 10 pick next year.
That's what happens.
All the dogs next year.
Yeah, age is correct.
I think he's talking about the other receiver, not Ryan Williams.
Cornell Tate.
No, he's talking about the other Alabama receiver, the actual
Ryan Williams.
No, the other one.
He'll be a junior next year too.
Not Ryan Williams, the other receiver, the actual receiver 1 at Alabama. I forgot his name.
Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith.
You talking about Ryan Williams? I thought you was talking about the real receiver 1 at Alabama. The actual receiver.
Are you talking about Jeremy Bernard?
Yes.
Who's coming out this year? He's an absolute dog too.
Yes, that's the real number 1 receiver at Alabama. Not Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams was all hype, and I think he got in his head.
Definitely wasn't no hype. He can flat out do it.
He can run. He has burners, but he led the SEC and drops this past year. And
Well, that drop
Dude,
should be like respect.
Reedie. He has more jobs than Tyreek Hill got kids.
Right. You want to?
You know how crazy that is.
You're gonna drop. It happens,
But
bro.
11 drops.
John, you probably wouldn't have 11 catches. It's a fucking 11 drops. Come on.
You would have 11 catches for the three of us. He is.
They said he can't catch. I mean, I get it, but
11 drops is insane as a wide receiver.
He's 19 now, bro.
They
about to make Ryan Williams the new Jason
19
Tatum.
years old, bro.
It's crazy work.
Was he 18? He turned 19?
Ryan was 17.
When he was 17 when he came out?
Ryan was 17 coming into the college football.
He ain't really he ain't fully developed yet.
Not at all. But here's my caveat to the 10 jobs for Ryan Williams, because his hands were just for decoration this year. Ryan Grubb.
He got 11 drops on how many receptions?
I gotta look at the tape. He was put in the slot all year. That is not where he was designed to be played. Ryan Grubbs did him dirty this year. I will fully admit, did him dirty. But 11 drops, my boy. 11 drops on 49 receptions. 23% were essentially drops. This 49 could have
easily have a bounce back year. He gonna have a bounce back year.
I hope so. Look, I hope so. But that is an insane amount of drops.
Shit, what AJ Brown had this year? Y'all take his ass.
It's up there too.
Hey, I'll take AJ Brown in the heartbeat. You damn right. Shit. He ain't gonna do all that. AJ know who to play with, bro. He ain't gonna do all that perping on DQ like that. He know.
Juan, I like how you always preface everybody to come in here. I just certain names that I just was like, that nigga not coming here. He ain't coming here. Like I wouldn't even like pop my list of like, yeah, he ain't gonna be perping on Dan Quinn like that. Cause he ain't going like that, Slim. Now I wouldn't even never even say nothing like that because he ain't coming here.
I know, but I'm just thinking about it. It just had me have flashbacks to Sunday, bro. Like AJ, I mean, I get it. He didn't come off the field.
Dan Quinn wouldn't even go at him like Sirianni goes at people.
Sirianni.
He wouldn't, but that's we're business, right? These players know not to even try that, but the fact that he even tries to stand up to him or even talk that shit when he walks away, like that just goes to show you the little respect that they have for Sirianni.
I ain't gonna hold you. Sirianni would make me want to go smack at his ass too. Like he like a motherfucker. Bro, like
Sirianni has a punchable face.
He like them motherfuckers in the army. Like when you go in the army, like. They want to talk shit. Yeah, shut the fuck up, you asshole. But then when you ready to fight, they don't be about nothing. But they like want to talk. Like Sirianni throws me like he's one of them fucking.
Bro, Sirianni literally, after they won a game last year, started talking trash to his own fan base in the stands. Dude. This is exactly who Nick Sirianni is. He grew up. He probably was a punk. Or he probably was never popular. Probably was. Now he got some bread. He's technically the leader. So now he got
on the media.
He got the control. So now and it's like you can't do nothing to me now. It's kind of like a police officer, right? Like not to necessarily try them because they have the control now. But then outside of that uniform shit, they ain't on nothing. Like that's who he probably really is. Because he strikes me as that kind of guy. Like. You catch him by himself, he ain't gonna be popping and shit like that, like how he be doing in front of everybody. And when he does it because he has Big Dom around. Like, somebody about to fight Big Dom.
The fact that they need a bodyguard is the most hilarious piece of it.
I ain't gonna lie. Big Dom, you gonna have to catch one of these. You gonna have to catch one of these. Big Dom, I ain't on that. You got it. You like 6'8", 340.
The best alignment they got.
I ain't known that. Big Dom got it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Zachariah Branch did declare for the draft, right?
Yeah, he did.
I hope they bring back Burks. I think he deserves at least
he will
to be with us in training camp at least. Let's see. It ain't gonna cost you shit. So
not at all.
Not.
This fan base will riot if he doesn't come back, and it's not because he's the next big thing, but it's like, look, he deserved, like you said, an opportunity to at least compete in summer. I would be fine with that if they at least bring him in for the summer.
Yeah.
If he doesn't end up making it, okay, cool, it is what it is. No water off my back, but don't totally just abandon him after hyping us up and saying we maybe have found the gym, because I think they talked about him in their exit presses.
Probably.
So it wouldn't surprise me if they did
Nash.
did not bring him back. I've been hearing about Nick Nash's name for years now.
So yeah, Nick Nash, unfortunately, UDFA because he went to San Jose State, Triple Crown winner last year at the receiver position. So there's promise with Nick Nash. I like him. Omar Cooper Jr. I like him. I like him and Surratt a lot.
Hey,
these kids.
Now I'm with Asia. Burks is down. I thought I was the only one that really saw that, but when it comes to pure hands, he's like his hands are sticky. Like he's the best hands on the team when it comes to pure catching.
Yeah,
so I'm with you on that.
The one-handed grab with essentially 4 fingers.
Exactly. And he said his confidence is coming back. He said it in the interview with Brian Cobra Jr. He was like, "Hey, you 1-on-1 with me? I take that as disrespect. Like I like that. Like I bring that swagger back."
Get him, Asia. Get him, Asia.
Nah, for real. Another terrible show. Shit, man. Hey.
You gotta be down bad to get sports from this year. What you man? Get on
about
here.
To get sports news from this.
It's probably a Jets fan too.
Respect.
Tight. You know what I'm saying? To each his own, man. Carry on. Anyway,
everyone has their opinion.
His biggest issue is health. He did have a little bit of health issues.
Yeah, that's his biggest issue. What?
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You walking into some tight. He playing with fire, bro. I don't think you want any of them kind. How they said they be going smack at the Instagram comments. Apparently, Miss Carter don't be going like that. So watch yourself.
Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
I know Neil's favorite player was Jackson Mahomes growing up.
I mean, here's my little thing because Reedie's in therapy, right? So, just because you're a fan of another team, you don't gotta get in going somebody's fucking live or another team's live and just start immediately saying dumb shit. Like, come on, man. Like, just say, yeah, I'm a Chiefs fan, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Like, all of that, another, like, insulting and shit like that, you gotta do all that.
Bro. It ain't,
respect, but if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I'm just saying, in general, just because you're a fan of another team. Like, I would never go on another team's live and just start, like, degrading the...
Yeah, we're definitely Giants fans, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely Giants. Definitely the New York Giants who we rep. Yeah, for sure. You see the blue, and you see the...
I think we Titans fans. Titans.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right.
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward, Alec Manor. Like, I'm excited for the future.
Nah, we Carolina Panthers fans. That's who we are.
Yeah, Bryce Young. Hey, my boy, Carolina Reaper.
Hey, Ted McMillan.
Jacory Brooks, though.
Bro really don't know who I am, bro. Like, calm down, Reed. If you
calm down.
I'm in therapy now, so I'm a digress. You got it. You got it.
Jacory Brooks, T Rose. So that's weird. Like Jacory Brooks was so cool at camp. Like he talked to me and my homie for like a cool 5 minutes. Like just was chatting it up with us. Told us about his helmet, signed my man's jersey for. I really thought he was about to do something. I don't know what happened. Like I really don't. Like they hype. You know, I'm gonna be real, and this is no shot to Sam Hartman, but remember the final 2 preseason games. You can even say the first one for real too. But I really think a lot of those guys did not benefit from Sam Hartman, so they didn't get to show a lot of what they were capable of because of how poorly Sam Hartman played in preseason. I'm all for Sam Hartman being around as JD's personal, hype man and whatnot. But can we please get somebody in preseason that's going to actually give these guys some type of a chance because I think Ja'Cory Brooks suffered from that last year. I remember I was at the Ravens preseason game last year. He overthrew the hell out of Ja'Cory Brooks so many times. So, and he had like 3 picks. Like, he was horrible that game. So, I think that's another reason, let alone with, I think he had some drop concerns in training camp as well.
There were a few.
But I do think he did not benefit from the third strings. If he gets opportunities with JD or even Mariota, if he comes back, like, I think he may be able to have another. If they even bring him back this year, which I think they do like him, so
they should.
I think they're gonna bring Mariota. I think that's pretty much a lot.
Hey, Reedie, the uncle of the group, huh? Y'all know about Diamond Gem, bro? Or nah? Y'all be seeing Diamond Gem?
Y'all be seeing that?
Yeah, Unc be crazy. He said, introduce him to 30 burpees. Hey, nah, he funny.
To the hill. For what? For 7.
He said, hey, I'm sorry I'm late. My daughter had a basketball game, but as every great leader do, when they mess up, they take it out on everybody else. Hit the hill. That's what Reedie is. He gonna make us do PT at 5 a.m. We late to the show.
Reedie's in the
downgrade, Reedie, downgrade, 30 degrees.
I go to meetings and all that now, all of my 12-step program.
Reedie gonna tell us downgrade. No beanies.
Good.
One person forgot their gloves. Good. Everybody whip out summer PTs. 30 degrees.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey. 10 suicides right now.
Man.
Better be over for me and Juan.
Alec Pierce, he's good. He's intriguing to me. But my thing is, if you go out and get an Alec Pierce, you still gonna need a deep threat.
Yeah,
like you need if we get Alec Pierce, let's say he's our boundary, our outside 2 next to Terry McLaurin, who's gonna stretch the field? I get Terry can do that, but Alec Pierce strikes me as a guy that's like an intermediate underneath, but also at the same time, he strikes me as a Terry McLaurin, as a guy like a contested catch guy that can climb the ladder. But I want that guy that's gonna be able to take the top off of defense.
So what is Terry?
Huh?
What is Terry?
Let me be honest. I had this conversation with somebody early that I all due respect to OG, he a Commanders fan just like us, but like a lot of people really like in real life, like they don't think of highly as Terry McLaurin as I do, as y'all may do. Like I really had to sit there and break it down. So he was like, "Man, Terry don't like going across the middle." I said, "What? Like, do we not watch this?" I was like, "Do you not remember the Bucks game where he single-handedly got crushed and won? Like, held on." Terry don't like going across the middle. Like, what are we watching? Terry to me is Mr. Do It All. He can do everything and do everything well. So he's not a one-trick pony. Is he a master of anything? No, he's just really good at everything. He can stretch the field. He's a good contested catch. He can go across the middle. He can run the intermediate routes. He can run. He showed us that he can run out the catch when he's 30, so he may get hauled down. But to me, Terry's a guy that can do everything. That's why you need to surround him maybe with some guys like De'Ami Brown. I know you laughed at when Z said bring him back, but like I just don't think Jacksonville knew how to unleash him. All regular season long, he may not be anything, but for that playoff game, I guarantee you he would have did something for them. He would have, but they had him inactive. But De'Ami was so good for us in that playoff stretch that's the kind of guy that I'm looking forward to having alongside of Terry McLaurin. If you go at Alex Pierce route, have a one-trick pony, have a guy that's going to be able to stretch the field, even if he doesn't get the football. Just the threat of knowing, hey, we can't allow this guy to beat us deep is going to open up the field for a guy like Pierce. So I'm not opposed to Pierce, but I feel like you will have to double dip if you go out and get him.
Yeah.
But I counter with this.
Mm-hmm.
So what I say Terry, to me, like, he's fast, right? Is he a absolute like a 4.2 burner, like a Deshaun Jackson type, take the top off? We throw this take the top off type of player. Maybe not, but just that threat of his speed, vertical, has to have that safety stay over there on one side, and then you can hit that intermediate to deep middle crossing shit with a Pierce. You can have a Debo down underneath, then you got to push your tight ends vertically too. So then that's kind of like pushing that top off the defense. So it's a collective thing. It ain't just a specific guy. It's a by committee type of deal where you can take that top off the defense to get vertical and then take your shots and stuff like that. And then you open up all that underneath shit. Then you hit them on the underneath shit. Then you pure bombs away. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think Terry is that guy just because of the threat of his speed. Jalen Lane, like they claim he was so fast, but to me, I feel like he don't take the top off the defense or stuff like that. So it has to be a collective thing. Like, why am I could play it honest and not be afraid of the deep threat because I know you're not going to do shit underneath. You know what I'm saying? So I could play a little bit, cautiously. I'm not biting on nothing underneath, so that when you bite on the underneath, that's when the top comes off because you're biting to come down. The drive on something underneath. So if that level of your game isn't good, the top never comes the fuck off. I mean, am I saying something like that doesn't make sense?
We don't have a true deep threat right now. Look, Jalen Lane, like that's the thing that I think people have to understand and just say it this way. People are expecting Jalen Lane to be something that he's not. The thing that you need to say about Jalen Lane is maybe Adam Peters just drafted him too early. The thing that they brought him in to do was be a special teams, a good punt returner. That's what he is. That is what he was. Everyone wants to just force him out here as this receiver, as this deep threat, as this guy. That's just probably not. And he's small as hell. I'm not gonna hold you. Like I can't keep up with him speed wise, but I could probably press his ass off to like really not allow him to get off the line. I mean, he might shake my ass if he do a little step back Joan and ush. But like if I get my hands on him, he probably ain't. He's small, and he's not supposed to be out there. If I'm being honest, when it comes to a guy that we depend on as a true legit weapon, how he was doing at some point. So the thing that needs to be said is Adam Peters just drafted him too high. You don't draft special teams guys strictly with the third round pick. That's what we need to say. So we can kind of stop lessening the expectation of Jalen Lane. He is who he is, right?
I to your point, I think that a Jalen Lane or somebody because of a need before was drafted where he was drafted because of a need and the way that the board was falling to us. Everything we anticipated that we had on paper, we thought was going to happen in the first round, it went like a pick or two before us. So then we couldn't go where we thought we would have went because Connolly wouldn't have been first off the board. They was going to take the edge rusher, but they went before. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, is this other guy better to take right here? Okay, well, Connolly's here. He's better than him on our board. Let's take him. Right. Well, it was like one of those things where like, well, we might got to get this guy because he may not be there the way the board was falling. Even it was like one of them running backs before we took somebody. Who was it, John? In the like, yeah, it was like he went like 4 picks or 3 picks before us.
Yeah, to the Chargers, which everyone kind of figured would happen.
It's everything we needed. We were sitting there like, oh shit, we might get him. We might get him. Nah, somebody come take him. Like that's how last year's draft went. So yeah.
Yeah. Granted, Amos falling to 63, I did not have happening. I had him a first round pick, so I'll take that.
Yeah.
But Luther Burden was a first round pick. Something happened to where he fell out, and then he went to Chicago. So
I ain't gonna hold you. I'll take Luther Burden in a heartbeat right now.
Oh, for sure.
That youngin is nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, he is.
Him, Roma Dunze, and the rest of their crew may be a reason why DJ Moore is a cap casualty this offseason. And that's an interesting thing.
He was high on Luther Burden.
Mm-hmm.
Most people were. There was something.
I was high on Savion.
Savion Williams.
I fell in love with his tape, and I just thought his versatility could help us what he can do.
Come on, Green Bay, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he make a nice catch against us week 2?
Probably.
I think it was.
I was tapped out in Green Bay on them fucking bleachers.
I wanted Pat Bryant, who went to the Broncos. That's who I wanted.
Nicest fans you ever meet in the NFL, but I tell you, Green Bay Packer fans, they're nice.
That's a fact.
Off topic. We already know the games this year. We don't know the schedule. But I want to go to Tennessee this year, though. I went to Atlanta. I want to go to Tennessee for the
I want to go to Minnesota. I want to go to Minnesota, and I think the Rams play at the Rams, right?
Hey, I do want to go to Minnesota too, though. That they got the best chant. I want to be a part. I know that shit is electrifying, boy. And just hearing that shit on TV. Oh, I do want to go to that. That would be a good one to go to. But it's gonna be here though, because we just played them in Minnesota this year, so it might be this year. If we play them again.
Yeah,
I know we play Atlanta. I know we play Atlanta, of course, every single year.
We keep playing. Why?
Yeah, if I'm I don't know, but this is like, what, John? Is this what 5 years in a row now?
That feels right. What was 5 years?
Hey yo,
got myself there.
We almost made it through the show.
Almost
John.
made it. No, there was one earlier. Either way.
Wait for Houston and the Seahawks. My God, my goodness.
All right.
Off topic, but how do you?
Yeah, no, we play in Minnesota. We play in Minnesota. I knew I seen that correctly.
Yeah.
Play at San Fran, at Minnesota, at Arizona, at Tennessee, at Jacksonville, at New York, Philly, and Dallas.
Wait, we don't play in Houston. We play Houston here, don't we?
Play Houston here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think out of all them away games, I'm going to go. You been to San Francisco?
We play LA here. I'm sorry, I spoke. It was San Francisco. I knew it was one of them California.
You been to San Fran for the game?
No, I want to go there. I want to go there too.
I think that's where I want to go.
Since I ain't wasting my money on these season tickets this year, I'm officially going to road games. I might go to like 2 or 3 this year.
Yeah, road games. I ain't gonna lie, road games low key where it's at. I went to my first one this year, and boy, y'all did not tell me Atlanta had a real fan base. When you think of Atlanta, you think of the party city. You don't really think of them as a sports town. Boy, I was wrong. They was teed in that jump. Oh my God!
They're definitely not a sports town now with Trae Young out of town.
Yeah,
maybe I shouldn't have gave up my seats because these home games is looking intriguing now.
Oh,
LA,
home games is lit.
Seattle, the Texans. That's all games I would want to go to.
Hopefully Joe Burrow healthy because I want to see
the Bengals. Not really the Colts though.
Yeah, I want to see Joe. I want to see Joe Burrow, and that got to be. That just feels night gameish again. I do want to go to Jacksonville though. That's swimming pool.
Jacksonville, nice. Especially like in football season, it's nice. TIA Bank is nice.
That city dangerous though, man. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a little.
Z has entered the chat.
Hey,
tickets. Yeah,
get them.
Yeah, I'm
Jacksonville.
Still depressed about that. It's like nah.
Yeah. We don't play. I'm mad we don't play Chicago. That should have been a yearly thing. Take Atlanta off and put Chicago in there early. Yeah.
Thank you.
So do y'all think before we go, do we think Kirk Cousins comes back in Atlanta?
He wants to start, he says. So
he definitely wants to start. Kirk Cousins might go to like Pittsburgh.
I can see him going to Indianapolis.
Oh, you don't think DJ the future?
He just tore his Achilles, bro. They're not gonna bring him back.
If San Francisco win the Super Bowl, I'm going to that game in San Francisco.
Yeah, for Atlanta. I'm trying to go. I ain't gonna lie, Reedie. These away games intriguing too, though, in terms of like stadiums I would want to go to.
Yeah, Minnesota and San Francisco definitely.
I want to go to Tennessee. I ain't gonna lie. I know
sell me on Tennessee, Juan. We might can go. Sell me on it.
I'm gonna sell you on Tennessee, but I'm gonna also say this: it depends when this game is. If this is an early game, I'm locked in. I'm going. If it's still hot and warm, I'm going. But you ain't about to have me sitting in Nissan Stadium in this December, and I ain't on that. I ain't trying to sit in no cold, boy. Last time we played Tennessee, it was last year. Here, that is the coldest game I'd been to.
Yeah, the food in the nightlife is cool in Tennessee, but I'm just. It all depends on when the schedule comes out. I'm trying to make it to at least 3 games this year. I'm probably not gonna go to no home game. I was thinking about this earlier today, like, yo, I'm about to just have fucking parties and just do it that way.
Oh, God.
Hey,
I actually was talking to. Shout out to I don't know if y'all follow on TikTok. There's a guy that has a he's a Dallas fan. He has a like this amazing fucking man cave. I just been talking to him about some automation shit that I'm trying to do, like for the upgrades for the man cave for this coming into this season. And he was really giving me some like good insight. And it seems like a lot of people are doing that shit, like giving up their season tickets, having the shit from home. And I was thinking about it. And I was just like, dang, yo, that should be fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? Just to be in the comfort of your fucking home and you ain't got to deal with that fucking traffic. Yeah, you out there for the tailgate for that little bit of time, you little mingling, the high fives in the stadium or whatever. But shit, but you got to leave that bitch. It's crazy. And and then the travel is just crazy. And then the amount of money that you're spending is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, this the year for you to test that out, especially with us picking so early in the draft.
That's what
that's what I was gonna say. Remember you was talking about the draft party?
Draft party.
We definitely doing that. Draft party for at least first round.
I think honestly we should do it virtual though.
That's what I was saying. Like that's like how we do the draft party virtually.
Yeah, because we all for growth wise though. And John ain't gonna have to travel freaking far as hell anyway.
I ain't worried about that part. I ain't worried about that. I'm not worried about that late.
Virtual would be cool though. I only say because the exposure we could potentially get because we're gonna be live from everybody's channel. But I mean, if you want to,
the only kicker with doing it virtual, just because I've like when I do it for BIB, like Andrew's on the West Coast, so even though he's behind, everyone has different like cable providers and how they're watching the draft. So if I'm on pick 7, but let's say pick 6 hasn't even been picked yet, and I'm celebrating, Jeremiah left to DC, and you're like, John, what you talking about?
Nah,
that's the only caveat.
Unk status kicking in. We about to get out of here for Unk in a minute, man. We gonna get out of here.
Y'all disrespectful, bro.
Just broadcasting virtually. Yeah, I'm rocking with the virtual. That's what I'm saying. I think it's because
I like it.
But having the football,
the draft can get a little tired though. I ain't gonna hold you. It is
John gonna be the only one. John gonna be the only one. It's gonna be the only one. And he gonna know everybody up there. That way, John. If we do it, we're gonna do it virtually. That way, you can take over the show. It's your night.
Let me plug this for y'all. Some of y'all may not know that I just found this out. So, like, I have YouTube TV, right? So you know how like when you stream games and shit like that, it's gonna be off the delay or whatever. It's gonna be off a little bit. But there is a setting that you can go into in the background and cut the delay off.
Oh,
look into it. I found they got one for YouTube TV, but I'm pretty sure like these other apps got one too. I haven't did all of the research on that because I watched the Sunday Ticket on the YouTube TV. But look into that because it can help. And the only reason why I looked into it because I'm trying to do some slick shit. I ain't gonna put y'all on what I'm doing yet, but y'all will see come the season.
I mean, I got cable, so I'm just like, I'm gonna turn it on and go from there.
I ain't got cable no more. I ain't had cable.
I can't afford cable, John. I don't live at home.
I can't afford cable neither. I use TV app on the phone.
That's
crack streams. Hey, shout out to NFL Plus though. They job been helping me. But yeah.
Someone said, "Where'd you get the hats?" Who do you call?
The entertainer? Get him, Reedie. Oh, hey, Reedie. Why you trying to bid?
Reedie is a changed man. I am in therapy.
Reedie trying to Joan. I just fire your ass. I need that Reedie right quick.
Who's he talking about?
You gotta be. I don't look like Cedric the Entertainer. John, damn sure though.
He said Cedric the Entertainer. Oh, he said hat Cedric the Entertainer. Okay, so he's talking about me. Where did I get this hat?
Yeah.
I got this hat from. This is my little league football team that won the championship this year, level 82.
Yeah,
who I coach with.
He jazzing it too though, Reedie. He talking about got him. He really I'm just saying.
Slim, I ain't about to go. You got a champion. You got a champion. Reedie don't want no smoke champion. You got it, my guy.
Nah, get him.
Respect. I don't join no more. I went in retirement.
Damn it.
I'm jazzing, man. I'm jazzing. Let me stop instigating.
And,
Yeah.
and the old Reedie would have sparked Juan for trying to hype it, but I'm in retirement now.
No, I ain't trying. I'm just trying. You feel me?
Go ahead.
You
Commanders fans are delusional.
I ain't gonna lie.
Every fan base is.
Bro is he been talking to himself. I ain't gonna hold you. He done said is this our first show? Are we just getting out the Kings terrible show? He's y'all boys.
The devil always gonna send somebody that's fucking not relevant. You probably a broke motherfucker at that. Barely got some dial-up ass internet. Ain't got no bitches, but you on here rapping. Go get a fucking
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Dragon. I am though futuristic, Willie. I like a couple songs off that joint, but not all of them.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, damn, John, you don't. I don't blame you. That ain't nobody. I mean, it is somebody, but
I don't really listen to music like that either, though.
Hey, I'm still a work in progress. Pray for me.
What about therapy? Hey, Rome ain't built in a day, man. You're gonna have some type of relapses sometimes, bro.
Pray for me, man. You know what I'm saying? The flesh comes out some days.
Nah, D-Fig, he not talking about you, D-Fig. He not talking about
I wasn't talking about him. I'm talking about the other dude, Neil.
Yeah.
But all right, John.
He said I'm mad. He said I'm mad. No, I ain't mad, champ. I'm good. I'm good money. Yeah, home.
Hey, all Reedie got
a motherfucking picture that look like outside of a lighthouse or something. What the fuck? Wow, that boy.
Is it a burnt down lighthouse?
Oh, all you gotta do is show him your man cave, and that's gonna show him.
I'm good.
Right, that's like 10 man. That's like 10,000 invested in there.
Ain't on none of that.
But
you like what team you like those? Neil 4298.
He said Kansas City.
That's Paris. Oh wow.
Yeah.
What iconic photo is that?
That's Paris ever been.
Paris ever been. Yes, actually been to Paris. I used to live in Europe. So we can go ball for ball on that.
Are you talking about Paris, Las Vegas? Because what type of burnt structure is this? Out here looking like a never mind.
Oh, he likes the Chiefs.
He's
probably one of them fans when they got good. He probably hopped on and he was a Chiefs fan. Yeah, ask him anything about fucking Chiefs history. He don't even fucking know it. He probably don't even know who Nick Bonacardi is or none of them motherfuckers that used to be on them early fucking Chiefs teams. I'm gone, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Y'all be blessed.
We gotta get up out of here. We gotta get up out of here.
Hey, we'll see y'all same time next week, Wednesday, 8:30. Zia be back. If you haven't already done so, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification above so you can get other informative videos just like this one. Also, we got graphics now, John. We stepping it up, John. We try to get money in 26. All right, okay.
Hey.
And also follow Juan Gotti Talking Sports. Give my man a follow on Facebook. Give my man a like. Give my man a follow on Instagram, all that shit. Every social media platform you on, TikTok, whatever you on. Hey, sub up John from Ballin' and Burgundy podcast. Him and the guys over there, they doing great things, man. And also, yours truly, Reedie and Z. Z is out of the country, living a life. I wish I was Z, but yeah. Until next time, we're gonna holler at y'all.
See y'all next time. We out.